Hey, Brown Beauties. Welcome to Living Inflammation Free with me, Andretta Robinson, your functional nutrition health coach.
And I'm Akila Harvey.
We are your mother-daughter hosts, bringing two different generations together bi-weekly to give you easy, actionable steps to help rid your body of chronic inflammation. Chronic inflammation is the root cause of many health issues in our community and is running rampant.
Living inflammation-free is about creating the future life you want to have to live happy, healthy, and full of energy. It's about releasing fear so you'll never have to worry about doctor's visits. We teach you how to live with choosing food choices without compromising the taste. We provide you with science-based information to help eliminate chronic inflammation through nutrition and lifestyle.
Once we know what choices we have, we can do better because we know the struggle to stay healthy is real. We invite you to come as you are, but leave inspired to become your best healthy self.
So let's get started. Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Hey, Akila, how are you?
I am well, Andretta. How are you?
Fantastic. I'm excited because we're talking about a subject today that everybody's going to go, what?
Yeah, I'm going to be the what in this conversation.
So, all these episodes are about calming inflammation in our body so that we can feel our best and feel good.
Mm-hmm.
One of the ways to do that is to eliminate cooking with oil. And I know I just said a cardinal sin.
What you mean cooking without oil?
Seed oils are very inflammatory. And let me tell you something. If you're somebody that's suffering from any type of high blood pressure, high cholesterol, if you have any kind of if you have any type of heart problems, heart disease, you want to figure out how you can eliminate oil out of your life. And now, if you're a young person and right now you don't feel anything, you eat all the oily foods you can and your body is okay, then that's one thing. But as you age, it will catch up with you, okay? And seed oils is what we're going to talk about. Seed oils are very inflammatory. So every time we go and eat out, we're probably consuming seed oils. If we're eating at home, we can control the kind of oils that we use. But when we eat out normally, we can't control those oils. So if you're a person, and I'm going to tell you something, American as a whole right now, we're eating out 4 to 5 times a week. People are not in the kitchen cooking. And as a result, they are consuming a lot of inflammatory oils. But I'm going to show you a way that you can actually cook if you're at home without the oils. When I first heard it, I was like, what? I'm not cooking without no oil. Oil is what make it taste good. Well, since I've been practicing this now for over a year, I don't miss it. I'm still getting my flavor. I'm getting it a different way. And I have eliminated, my biggest thing was sauteing everything. I started everything out with a little oil in the skillet to saute.
Absolutely.
Well, today we're going to show you another way to do it. So the evidence is in. Cutting down on oil consumption can save your life. Yes, I said it. Save your life. It's that dramatic. So when we come back, we're going to talk about what makes oil so inflammatory and how in ways we can cut it out or cut it back. We're not going to ever cut it completely out, but we can cut back. Again, I live by the 80-20 rule here. Sometimes we cannot do everything all at once. So we don't expect you guys to do everything all at once. All we want to do is give you information so that you can at least think about it when you're getting ready to eat and maybe want to cut back. So when we come back, we're going to talk about the benefits of cooking without oil, Akila.
Wow.
We'll be right back. Brown Women Wellness mission is to empower brown women and their families through education and products to help improve their family health and wellness through a lifestyle of easy and actionable steps. I'm Andretta Robinson, functional nutrition wellness coach. In 2008, I was diagnosed with an early stage of cancer. My doctor wanted to remove my womb as a cure, but I was determined there had to be another way. After lots of research, I found a curable alternative, forcing my doctor to treat it without any surgery. And in 2018, I was visiting my aunt in Atlanta after having lost my mother to heart disease and saw her health was in distress with high blood pressure and all things related. A visit to the health food store to formulate herbal teas, which is now called Brown Women Wellness Anti-Inflammation Tea, and a diet and lifestyle change turned my aunt's health around. I knew I had found my calling. We bring you healthy lifestyle information through our Brown Women Wellness website. our Brown Women Wellness Facebook group, emails, Instagram, and other social media websites, and our Well Honestly podcast. Find us. You'll be glad you did. And we're back. And again, we're going to talk about the benefits of cooking without oil, or at least eliminating some of the oil in our life. So what makes oil so inflammatory? Can you take a wild guess, Akila?
Probably how they're extracting these seed oils from the seed itself,
Yeah.
and how they're stabilizing the oils and the rancidness of it all. Like, oils probably don't last as long as they should, or we think. So we're cooking and eating food in stale and old oil, something to that effect, right?
That's correct. You're absolutely on to something. But they got a word for it. They bring it down to the omega-6 fatty acids. So, for all my science nerds out there, you want to look up omega-6 fatty acids. You'll find that it's found in all the oils that are seed oils, rather, like corn and safflower, sunflower, soy, and vegetable products are made with these oils. And so, excess consumption of omega-6 trigger the body to produce pro-inflammatory chemicals. And the American diet tends to be very high in omega fat. Okay. So, why should we avoid it? Well, they've got a lot of studies out there that show that those industrial seed oils are highly reactive and unstable. As to what you said, Keela, the oils are just unstable. They contain inflammatory linoleic acid, which is associated with heart disease, cancer, dementia, and other health problems. So that's why we want to cut back on our oil benefit of cooking without oil. So there's no denying that unrefined and cold pressed oils such as olive and avocado, they provide beneficial properties like polyphenols, lowering the inflammation and good cholesterol. However, when heated at high temperatures, many of these unrefined oils become very unstable and they lose their nutrients, and they become a source of unnecessary added fat and calories. Oils can be very harmful when heated beyond the smoke point, as they release those toxic fumes and carcinogens. This is why these healthier oils are best consumed raw, as in salad dressings, or cooked on very low heat. So, now that's not to say we don't advocate for adding healthy fats to your meals. Just be mindful that cooking oil doesn't contribute the same health benefits as raw, cold pressed oils, such as whole foods or whole food oils like avocados. Okay, so we got a little chart, and you'll probably see it in the show notes that talks about the vegetable oils versus seed oils and other oils and what they contain and why they are so detrimental to our health. Um, what do we use oil for most of the time? Non-stick purposes. With sauteing. Sauteing is huge. Usually you start your food out, if you're cooking a meal for the day for your family, you usually start out sauteing. You're going to saute something, okay? And you got a lot of nonstick cookware out there. Now, they have improved nonstick cookware. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, tremendously. There was a time when you couldn't even cooking on the Teflon. Remember that Teflon ware? That
Mm-hmm.
stuff, when when you add a high heat to it, it would become rancid and start causing inflammatory responses in your body. But now they got better nonstick cookware out there. Thank God, because we love nonstick. Because man, it's easy to clean up after yourself, right? So, so now what I do is I do use a nonstick cookware. And when I'm sauteing now, instead of starting with oil, guess what I start with? So imagine yourself getting ready to cook, let's say some greens. Normally, we would maybe saute our onions and garlic and whatever our seasonings, all our little vegetables first. We may do that first. And you're going to use it in some oil. Well, guess what? I use vegetable broth.
Mm.
Yes. About a couple of tablespoons of vegetable broth at the bottom of the pan. And I still get to saute my onions and my garlic and my peppers, on a nonstick, and I deglaze the pan with a splash of broth and water, and I still get the same flavor as if I had oil. I mean, so I learned to stop starting with oil. I start now with my broths. And
Hmm.
one day I'll give you guys my recipe for making my own broth, but you can find broth in the box on the shelf now. And it's right over there. Get a good one on the shelf. Try to get organic vegetable broth and use that. The other way is steaming or poaching. You can, cooking your food using boiling water or steaming from it is a quick and easy way to cook your veggies too. So I steam my vegetables now. Sometimes I pair my food with sauces or dressings just to enhance the flavor. But again, trying to eliminate some of the oil, you can steam. The other way you can eliminate oil is by oven roasting. Use parchment paper, or those reusable silicone baking mats. Have you ever seen those?
Mm-hmm.
I love those. I got all colors, all kinds of
You can
silicone.
get those on Amazon.
Yeah, you just put them at the bottom of your pan and boom, you don't have to line anything because again, another thing you want to do is try to not use as much foil as possible. That's a whole nother lesson. But you can season your food like you normally would and place it in the oven on a silicone baking mat. Again, eliminating the oil. This is what we're doing here. Another thing you can do is use my favorite. And the other day in our Brown Women Wellness group, somebody was saying that they got an Instapot for Christmas. So if you ever seen an Instapot, it's very intimidating. An Instapot is
Yeah.
huge, and it looks like Instapot is a combination between a slow cooker and an air fryer, and it looks like
It's a contraption.
and looking at it, it'll intimidate you. But I'm gonna tell you something. I had mine sitting over on my counter for oh God, almost a year before I started using it. I went to YouTube and got some lessons on how to use it. And once I started using it, I found it was one of the best best inventions, I'm telling you, since the oven. The other day, I made in fact, Thanksgiving, put some turkey, smoked turkey in my Instapot so I could have my smoked turkey for my greens. It was done in less than 20 minutes. It's the quickness for me, okay? And the other thing I put in my Instapot a lot, I make beans. Oh my God. You can use your Instapot to make your beans and not worry about flatulence because the Instapot takes it away. Yes, it does. I use my beans cook in under 40 minutes. A whole pot of beans. You can also cook your rice in Instapot. It's going to be perfect. Instapot, if you guys haven't learned how to use, and you got an Instapot, somebody probably gave you one for Christmas. Use it. Go on YouTube and learn how to use it. It's like a slow cooker in an oven mixed together. That's what it is. And of course, there's air frying. There's another way to get rid of the oil is to use an air fryer. Air fryers have gotten very popular. I'm not going to go off on a tangent on air frying because air frying is almost a microwave, almost. But air frying is also, I don't know if sometimes on your oven, you may have, if you got an oven that has a convection setting, believe it or not, that's air frying. They just gave it a new name.
Mm-hmm.
So if you got a convection oven or got that setting on your oven, you can actually air fry on that setting, just so you guys know. Because I was really confused by that. But what I do like about air frying is it takes away using so much oil because you're not deep frying, but you still can get that crispiness that you want. So people using it because, hey, they're eliminating the oil, but they're still getting that crispy, crunchy taste that we like. And
I've never owned an air fryer.
Uh,
It was some contraption that you kept ranting and raving about. It turned out to be terrible because it smoked up everything. But I'm interested in this Instapot.
The Instapot is my baby. I keep it out. It takes up so much space on your counter, by the way. It needs to have a counter all by itself.
Well, that does it for me.
But you can take it and store it away somewhere. Mine was sitting on the floor for a long time, and then I just picked it up and put it up on my counter. And when I need to use it, that's the only drawback of those Instapots is that they're huge because you have 6-quart and you have the 8-quart ones. I have an 8-quart one, and but you can saute in your Instapot. Oh my God, we could have a whole Instapot series. So Basically, those are the things that we're doing to get rid of oil.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So when you get a chance, try some of our methods and see. Again, I'm not asking you to cut oil out altogether. I'm just saying let's start eliminating it sometime in some ways. These are just new ways, new methods to try cooking without oil so that you don't be so inflamed. That's the whole purpose of this podcast. Okay. Any thoughts, question? Any thoughts?
No.
Closing thoughts? Oh, you got it? Okay. So it wasn't so hard, right? So with all these cooking methods and modern kitchen appliances, there shouldn't be no need to use as much oil. And you got all these non-sticking agents out here now. And
I have to say, you wrapped this up pretty well. I was gonna have all the pushback, and I don't have any, because it all makes sense. I think it's a different approach. I am not, normally I'm with you, but I like me some little oil on my food. That's just, and I went to culinary school, so all they teach you is fat, butter, the butter, the oil, all that.
Right,
so
right.
that would be a new one for me. But you sold me on the Instant Pot, so I'm curious to see what that's about.
Just try different.
Because I'm old school.
Cooking.
I cook everything on the stove, how it does with the oil and all of that. And
well,
I probably could save some time using one of these
one
contraptions.
day we'll do a video on cooking some really good recipes in the Instapot, and you guys will see how easy it is. We'll pull
Instapot sponsor this episode.
No,
come sponsor it.
Hey, I know, right? Hey, it's real popular. If you go Google,
you just plug the hell out of them. We need money.
I did. But hey, I'm also thinking about your health, so that's why I'm plugging it so much.
Yeah.
All right, so that concludes it. Anything
you know
else?
what to do. You can find us everywhere. Brown Woman Wellness, Instagram, Facebook. Sign up for our weekly newsletter. What else? Everywhere. YouTube, Brown Woman Wellness.
Yeah, we're on YouTube now. You can find us on YouTube. You can want to see our pretty faces. Just go to YouTube.
Everywhere, Brown Woman Wellness. And that'll do it.
All right. Thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you on the next episode.
Bye. Thank you for listening to Living Inflammation Free, sponsored by Brown Women Wellness. If you want to know more about us and our podcast, check us out over on our website at brownwomenwellness.com or livinginflammationfree.com. Join our Facebook group at Living Inflammation Free, and coming soon, our Brown Women Wellness community group. And remember, we are not doctors, and any information shared by us is not medical advice. Please always follow your doctor's advice.
And don't forget to rate and review our podcast and let us know what you loved about this week's episode. And please subscribe to wherever you listen to your favorite podcast.
Don't forget to find us across all social platforms at Brown Women Wellness or at Living Inflammation Free. As always, show notes with links to what we talked about today in this week's episode will be in the description box. Talk soon, babes.